Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rachaf, Ba'Dash, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Well, peace and blessing to the 144,000, the hopeful elect, Shalom, Barakathum. And $200 billion, all right? $200 billion in damage is gone, just like that, with these wildfires that's happened this past week, really over the course of a few days. Wiped out all of that wealth. Now, $200 billion is a lot of money. Okay, that's almost $250 billion. All right, that's almost $250 billion, and that's inflated money. You know, that's money of today's money. You know, a lot of those houses have been built for a long time. You know, they built them for $5 million, and today they're worth $50 million. And we know that that's inflated funny money in those numbers. You know, but still, that's a lot of wealth that got wiped out and erased, and it all looks funny. It all looks suspicious, man. You know, like I was listening to the Elder Malcolm's video earlier about how these fires got started. You can watch this video, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a particular technology that the military is in possession of that could have easily, you know, explained why this fire just came out of nowhere in the middle of winter of all of that. You know, a wildfire in the middle of the winter. It should be, you know, California doesn't get a lot of rain, but if it's gonna rain, it will be this time of the year. You know, it's very suspicious. Okay, and this made me think about the other incidents that look very similar to this. I'm speaking about Lahaina, okay, which is that region in Hawaii that they wanted to have earmarked in the World Economic Forum as what, a 15-minute city, okay? And that right there, you cannot tell me they didn't just hijack that whole land in that city, okay? They basically put up black walls around the whole area and didn't let nobody in, kicked all the people out that actually lived there, so they can't come back. They should just get out, all right? So we're gonna see, okay, how that all unfolds, which we know that's gonna be under the guise of the New World, okay? Because that's where all of this is going. That's why all of this is relevant, okay? The governor of Hawaii is a keynote speaker, or he was a keynote speaker at one of the forums of the annual conferences of the World Economic Forum, okay? The chief of police in Hawaii, he was the same guy in charge in the Las Vegas shooter, where the guy that got up on top of in the building on the Las Vegas Strip and just started letting in the people, you know. He was the chief of police when that went down, you know. So all of these things, these events are not just random occurrences, you know. We know the Lord's at work. We know a lot of people that don't know what's going on got caught in those fires, and they definitely got judged by the Heavenly Father, you know, because ultimately everything is the will of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, okay. But that doesn't mean that Esau is not making his attempt to do some funny shit, you know, because this guy, he's hungry for it, man. And you look at the pattern of all of these cities, like Tampa is another city that is earmarked to be a 15-minute city, okay? What happened to them? A hurricane they haven't seen in a long time, that magnitude or at all. I forget which one it was. That was Helene, was the other one. They hit basically back to back. Well, Helene went up there and destroyed North Carolina, okay, which is another area they want to lock down, okay. But all of these natural disasters are doing the work miraculously for Esau to come in and rebuild and make these 15-minute cities. And what is their agenda on there? They're saying we got to watch carbon. You know, we got to track carbon. Why? Because climate change is causing things to happen, and then lo and behold, all of these big natural disasters are occurring. But when you find out, like the guy who goes on TikTok, this nigga, he's tracking patents, man, you know? And every so-called thing that's going on that's supposed to be natural, there's some kind of patent behind it that would easily allow somebody with the right, you know, equipment and means to do these things, you know? And you know, this is why these things are relevant. Why? Because the Karagma season is here. The Karagma season is upon us, man. All right? Like Yahweh Shai said, how do we know the season is upon us, man? Because the same way you know when the fig is giving forth its fruit, you know, in the spring or summertime, that's the same way you know that the return of the Son of Man is near. Okay, so we know the Karagma is basically here, man. Look at everything that's going on. Look at the developments over there in the so-called Middle East, where Netanyahu is basically about to fulfill, about to push Iran and those other Arabic nations to fulfill 2nd Ezra the 15th chapter. Okay, the Euphrates River is drying up. You know, that's all. These are all prophecies that are that are mentioned to occur before everybody is tried, that our temptation is put upon everybody, man. Okay, and it's going to culminate in World War III, which everybody would agree we're basically in it, or we're right at the precipice of it. I am of the mind that we're in it, because you don't always know that you're in the World War at the time that it's going on. You know, same thing happened in World War II. All right, you know, when the Mustache Man invaded Poland on September 1st, 1939, you know, they weren't calling it World War II at that date. They just thought it was, you know, Germany invading Poland. You know, similar to how Russia invaded Ukraine. They didn't call it the Great. They didn't start calling it World War II at that point. Now, after time passed, the historians started calling it that. Okay. So you have to measure the time diligently, like it says in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. Okay. Because these guys are up to something, man. $200 billion wiped away that quick. Why is Esau doing something that drastic? I think it's related to really a multitude of things. A lot of these you know, these Diddy socialites. Okay, they got a lot of funny things going on around there. You know, you got a lot of fans in Hollywood. You know, if you know what fan stands for. Okay, and also he wants these major metro cities locked down. Okay, he doesn't want people to drive, you know, gas vehicles. Okay, he wants to do away with the consumer using gasoline. All right, because best believe he's still going to use gas vehicles, because gas is popular for a reason, because it doesn't require electricity once you have the car running. You only need a little bit of electricity. But see, if they get you stuck on these Tesla vehicles like this Elon Musk demon, okay, you have to have electricity. You have to be plugged into the grid to physically move, okay? It ain't like you can just get a little bit of juice from a battery and then get going off the alternator. He doesn't want these things, okay? And you have to be not ignorant to Satan's devices and watch things through this lens, man. And like we say, never trust thine enemy. So everything this guy puts in the news is a headline. You need to question it, man. All right. Some brothers gonna have different theories than others about what's going on. But one thing we all know is that this media is straight up lying to you. They're not telling you the truth. We all can agree on that. Okay. That something deeper and more nefarious is at play, you know? And the Lord is getting ready to visit this place, man, because while all of this is going on, people are still not putting two and two together. They're just feeling the pressure. They're feeling the prices of things go up, you know? They're not really worried about anything else. And they got Trump dangling him over your head like he's going to be a solution to your financial problems. He's not, man, okay? He may be able to give you a little bit of relief, but it's going to come at a cost, okay? This is why we are preparing our minds spiritually for the hour of temptation, man, you know? Because if you fail that, it really don't matter, man, what you did. It don't matter how many videos you did. It don't matter how well you know the scriptures, okay? It don't matter if you donated to charity. It don't matter. This is the test that the Lord put out for the elect. That will be the means by which he's going to say, okay, I'm going to save him, man. Okay, he's written in the book, you know? And so everything we see in the news, especially if it's major, we're thinking about these things, man. Anyway, I'll end it there, Lord willing. This is edifying. Call for law, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Rachat B'Dah Shalom. On to the next.